Next, in our sort of case study section, we have Rony Seamons, CEO at AMPLYFI. He's got 15 years of experience in leadership and coaching. His last role was at NatWest, where he led the Entrepreneurial Accelerator Programme. Please give a warm round of applause for Rony.
Hello, Clwstwr cynnes. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Rony Seamons and I work for an organisation called AMPLYFI, and I'm here to talk about the project which we're working on currently. I'll first of all talk a little bit about who AMPLYFI are. So we provide business intelligence and research as a solution to large corporates, and we do that using AI-driven technologies. And we've been doing that for a number of years, and we're based out of Cardiff and we're working across the globe currently. AMPLYFI was born out of frustration. So our co-founders worked in large corporations. They needed business intelligence quickly, and they needed accurate business intelligence. And they found it increasingly hard to get that information. They had to use a lot of outsourcing, consultancies, and often the results came back were really poor, actually. It cost a lot of money, it took a huge amount of time, and they were basically told half the stuff what they already knew. So they thought there had to be a better way, and the way they felt was to unlock the power of the internet, and I'll talk a little bit more about that next. Why are we here today, though? We were fortunate enough to apply for the Clwstwr programme, which is part of the Creative Cluster in Wales, and we were fortunate to be one of 23 projects that are working to help technology and innovation enhance and augment the creative industries, particularly in Wales. So we've got some great partnerships going on. We're working with Cardiff University and the JOMEC, and in particular this media is where our focus is going to be in journalism. So the support from the universities and Justin and the team is hugely helpful. What we're going to do with this programme and project, we don't know as yet. We know what our technology is capable of. What we're trying to understand, first of all, is where the gaps are. So these are some of the problems that we've assumed and have gleaned from the industry to begin with. Verification. Where do you get your information from currently, and how do you know that that is actually valid? Can you use that? Can AI be used to help with solve any of these problems? Echo chambers. I've learned a whole new term called journalism, something I've never come across before, but that's a thing apparently, where material is recycled, reused, rehashed, and then all of a sudden it becomes the truth. Can AI help disambiguate that and actually help you get to the source material? News gathering by volume. So whether you're looking on a national, an international, or even down to a hyper-local. So there's a small little village, somebody's going to put their hand up called Pontardawe. If you need to know where your local score is in this village called Pontardawe, can AI help with that, as well as looking at the huge macro issues that are going on across the globe? And the other issue that we're looking to tackle is only the surface web is used currently. Now, I won't do an experiment, but if you were to do a quick search on any of your generic search engines, I won't name them, I'm on stage and probably being recorded. However, you'll quickly find that there's 1 million results come up very, very quickly. But if you scroll to the end of those searches, you'll find that there's only about 200 or 300 articles actually related to your search. The rest of it is an estimation. Now, what we're looking to do is use deep web technologies in order to tackle that. So what do we mean by deep web technologies? So the surface web is only the real top 2% of actually what available. And that's what's indexed by a lot of these search engines. Deep web technologies, which is what we use, actually gets into a much deeper well of information. So from a perspective of journalism and media, you'll be getting a much richer source of that data and can therefore enhance your programs and story writing. So those are the technologies that we're currently using. What we then do is we use a series of visualizations in order to help the end user to digest this data. You know, there's 130 trillion web pages currently, and to be able to digest that quickly is very, very difficult. So we're using some great visualizations as things stand. Now, we don't think this is actually fit for purpose for what this project is looking to create. So we're looking to create something entirely new. Totally new innovation, totally new visualizations that's fit for purpose for the media industry. We are AI experts. We're certainly no experts in the media industry, and we know very little about journalism, which is where the support of the partnerships is coming in. So we're starting from ground zero. We're sitting and having workshops and storyboarding what the day in the life of a journalist is like. What are the problems that they encounter? And can AI help solve those pain points, take away the tedious tasks, and enable them to concentrate on the real important things, which is the creative writing and storytelling. The programme's going on for about 8 months. We're always looking for additional support and partners, particularly if you're a journalist or work in that media industry. We'd love to hear from you and help really make this project a success. Thank you very much for your time.